Yes, 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 it is finally here, the all-new Volvo EX90. This is a new chapter for the Volvo brand. Now, there are a number of things you need to know about this Volvo EX90. Very child-friendly, very innovative, and perhaps too simple. The Volvo EX90 succeeds the famous Volvo XC90. The Volvo XC90 had a long reputation for being very family friendly and very safe. Now, compared to the German competitors, it never really boasted any status, and that was actually the point of it. Although ironically, its price range was always very close to the German competitors. Now, there's something very different about this particular Volvo EX90 is that this is not a combustion engine. It is fully electric. Now, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is this is a Volvo EX90. It is going to be family friendly, it's going to be very safe, and it is electric. But the bad news is Volvo no longer has anything to pick a fight with the German competitors like the Audi Q7, the BMW X5, and the Mercedes GLE. Now, this Volvo EX90 costs 120 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're going to find out in a moment. Let's get down with this review right now. You get this right here. Nope, this is not a taxi, everyone. This is a sensor. We call it LiDAR. I'm going to try saying it with a Swedish accent, but I'm very bad at this. So, for example, there's a car ahead. The system detects that car and it brings it to the system in this Volvo EX90. And the Volvo EX90 takes the necessary action, whether to brake or to slow down. Great safety system, but the only problem is that putting it up there makes it look like a taxi. So my first impression of the Volvo EX90 is that Volvo has gone down the route of complete simplicity, very similar to what we saw on the famous Volvo EX30, which everybody has been talking about, but me personally, I was not really happy with the EX30, but the EX90 is just great. The employment of a simple design at the front could be a reference to the Volvo truck brand, especially Volvo trucks, the FH model, because there was a time Volvo trucks had a proud front grille. And then in the 2010s, they released a new generation which went down the route of simplicity. Now, one thing to note about the front of this Volvo EX90 is that there's not a single air vent. Wow. Thank goodness they maintained the T-shaped headlights. Now, there's something different. As you can see, they've been chopped a little bit. Kind of reminds me of what Hyundai has been doing lately. And you even get Volvo written right here. You get a 360-degree parking camera. You get parking sensors at the front and at the rear. You get a frameless rear view mirror and blind spot monitoring, everyone. Now, compared to the Volvo XC90, Volvo has gone down the route of complete simplicity. They've moved the license plates all the way down there instead of having it here like it was on the XC90. Look at the way they've designed the rear lights. Strong Volvo identity with this sort of shape. But the only difference is that this time it is split with the body paint right in the middle. Very similar to what they have done on the Volvo EX30. The 5-spoke design for the Volvo EX90 wheels are very interesting. They remind me of something classic, some classic Volvo models from the 90s and 80s. Before we check out the interior of the Volvo EX90, I would like to show you all the body paint you can choose and the interior fabric you can choose. It is absolutely stunning. Now, there's not plentiful choice compared to the German competitors, but then when it comes to the Volvo brand, it is about security, safety, family friendliness, and of course, simplicity. Now it is time to check out the interior of the Volvo EX90. The interior of the Volvo EX90. It's very interesting what's going on. Alrighty, so adjustments for the under thigh support. Very nice, pleasant. Now the electric seating adjustments are very simple. Now, pressing the little button in the seating adjustment means you can adjust the lumbar support as well. Now, the infotainment system is also unique. They have abandoned the Volvo Sensus system in favor of an Android system. So if you look at the infotainment system, it is very similar to what you see on Google Maps almost. It's cute, it's nice, and it's good. Now, don't let the swivel wheel right here fool you into thinking it's for your gear controls. This is actually for your infotainment system to adjust the volume. For the steering wheel, the steering adjustment is nowhere to be seen onto the steering wheel. So I'm assuming it's on the infotainment system, and this is already something I find questionable. I really am not a fan of this sort of system where everything is onto the infotainment system. And the transmission is right here. It is just like the EX30. And then also you get your wiper controls and the lighting controls right here. It's something I have to get used to. It's on this stoke, but I don't see any additional control. Volvo for the EX90 has gone down the route of complete simplicity, that it is gorgeous to look at, but at the same time it's caused a bit of a problem, I feel. It's not that easy for me to get used to, because I like it when there's physical buttons so that I'm aware of what is activated and what not. And then it's ironic because Volvo likes to prioritize safety, so anyways. The infotainment system is good. It's a big tablet right here, like other electric cars of today. But the dashboard is very tiny. I think this is just for basic informations. It's, yeah. Whereas the German competitors, they like to have detailed dashboards, a huge screen and everything, which is better in my opinion, because it's, it's visible. Anyways, you get this proud Bowers and Wilkins sound system sitting right there. It looks very premium to look at. It's nice. The steering wheel has a nice feel to it. It's leather wrapped, nice and squidgy. Now we do have to cover practicality solutions. So you get 2 cup holders right here that hold my bottle in place. They're quite big and spacious, very decent. You get a wireless telephone recharge sitting right here. And you get 2 charging ports underneath down there. And a little space right here, just like what I've seen in the EX30. A little belt right here. Nice. And then if you don't need this storage space cup holder, just put this shutter right here and you get this beautiful wooden trim. That's quite pleasant. Central console storage, which is quite narrow, but decent. You can choose to have it short. Are you joking me? Oh, right. Oh, thank goodness. There's a button right here to open the glove box from the infotainment system. Now, the window buttons are very interesting. I think Volvo has gone down the route of complete simplicity to a point where it has created a bit of a problem. You don't get 4 window buttons, you get only 2 window buttons. But if you want to activate the rear windows, you have to press onto this again. Then only you can you can open the rear buttons. Volvo, why do you have to go too innovative? And you get this over here to attach your card to the window. Some of the basic things are missing. There's not a single handle inside to hold on to for when the ride gets bumpy. Now it is time to check out the rear seats of the Volvo EX90. All right, first of all, I like how cozy the seats are. It's very decent. Plentiful leg room, plentiful knee room, and the back of the seat is hard plastic though. But the backseat pocket is decent. It's very flexible. It's a net basically. And the headrest is, the headrest is very squidgy. It's very soft. I like it. It's great. Very decent. There's no question on headroom, obviously. Time to cover the armrest, but there's just a little problem. The armrest is very firm for some reason. But on the... Are you kidding me? Okay, I spoke too soon, but see the cup holders and the armrest are very shallow. Look at this. It's easy to... Yeah, the cup holders solutions are not as interesting as what competitors offer, but it is good. I mean, it is there at least. Something I have to get used to, otherwise the armrest is very firm for some reason. The door bin is decent. I like it. Oh, the door bin holds my bottle better than the cup holder does. And then you get the detailed climate control right here, heated rear seats, air vents right here. That's decent. I think in terms of equipment, there's a lot. And then there's also 2 charging ports down there. Decent. And the middle floor is flat. That's great. So a middle person can come right here easily. That to access the 3rd row seats, you have to pull from here. Do not pull from the latch down there. Now, you move this all the way here, and you can easily access the 3rd row seats. Everybody sitting in the middle, move your seats front. Give me some space. I mean, look at my leg room. My feet room is... I mean, I'm lucky I'm not sitting there because my feet room would have been squashed. And there's a little cup holder right there, which is good. Oh, okay, I can already confirm one thing. This is perfect for kids, not for adults. Boot space of the Volvo EX90. I like the sound of the door. It sounds very Swedish. Reminds me of the Volvo trucks again. This does not have split rear doors like the previous Volvo XC90 had once. So I personally find it questionable, but then at the same time, Okay. Boot lip of the Volvo EX90. The body paint is a bit exposed, so in long terms it will be easy for you to scratch it with luggage. You have to be very careful with the boot lip, especially the paint here. You get the metallic platings right here, pleasant to touch, but then again, be careful in long terms. You get additional storage space underneath over there. Looks great. Flat floor space, and then little tether points right there. And you get a suspension adjustments for ease of entrance of luggages in and out, and a trailer hitch hook that's foldable. That's good. 12-volt socket right here. And a little hook right here that can apparently hold maximum 5 kilograms. As if anyone will know the weight of their own bag. And if you fold down this 7th seat, it is going to be very spacious in the back. You can literally move houses. So here's my conclusion of the Volvo EX90. Price of 120,000 euros if you are looking for an electric car that's a 7-seater and family friendly and safe, and as a company vehicle, this Volvo EX90 is perfect. It's great value for money. However, if you're looking for status, if you're looking for technology, if you are looking for something with a rich identity, this Volvo EX90 can raise a bit of a question. Other competitors offer more status for that price range of 120,000 euros, and some competitors offer far more technology compared to the Volvo EX90. The Volvo EX90 is very innovative, but perhaps too innovative to a point where I start to question, was that necessary, or was this not needed? You know what I'm saying? The absence of handles in the interior were quite alarming, because this is something I'd expect in a budget vehicle, not in a Volvo EX90. And then that too, the simple dashboard. Oh dear. Anyways, Volvo's quest for simplicity did work in its favor, especially for the Volvo theme. But then at the same time, I would have expected a bit more flamboyance. I absolutely love this Volvo EX90. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time, and please let me know in the comment section what you all think of this Volvo EX90.